up, YouTube? Yeah, happy St. Patty's Day. I just got a little time to myself, and I just thought about something that I wanted to talk about. And when I was at work, I was very, very bored, and I was very sleepy at the same time because I got I'm on a 3 o'clock in the morning shift, and I just got this idea, well, really not an idea, just a real life situation. Back in high school, there was a lot of girls that complained that the principal was too harsh on the dress code. And during the summertime, during the springtime like it is now, but really during the summertime, they got, undressed. They wore less clothing. And they really complained to the principal that they weren't being able to express themselves through their clothing selection. And we were just in the midst of having a uniform thing or something. They were going to make everybody wear uniforms the next year. And I think this was my junior year. And the girls in my class were really complaining to the principal that we really needed to be, that everybody needed to wear what they wanted to wear. And the girls were just really, really mad about it. Particularly the black girls. And the white girls could wear whatever they wanted because they didn't have the bodies that the black women had, that black girls had, and black girls, they had bodies ever since middle school, the ones I grew up around, I don't know about up north, but down south, they pow, 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 and I mean, during the 6th grade, they was just blossoming, and I got a little cousin right now that she's 10 and she's already developing, and I'll whoop a nigga ass for looking at her because she doesn't even look like she needs to be 10. She looks like she needs to be some other age, older. And back to the subject, I mean, they were just complaining to the principal that, this is not right, that we shouldn't be wearing uniforms, that we should be, just wherever we want to. It's hot. We don't need to be in suits all day. And, he kind of, let them go on it, because he was letting the white girls wear what they wanted to wear because, they didn't have booty. They didn't have titties and all that. But the black girls had it, and they were going to show it off. So, he knew that would disrupt, with our, with the men's, education because, we'd be looking around, checking for them and shit. And, I was. And, I mean, it didn't affect my grades or anything. I got some offers with it. That's another subject. But, yeah, I mean, the girls were really outraged about it. And I just thought about this at work there, and I really just thought about, I mean, it wasn't really anything wrong with the principal's rules. I mean, for one, it would have affected our educational, experience because we would have been too busy looking at ass and titties all day. I mean, I'm just being real, ladies. I'm just being God honest and real. I've been staring at titties all day. They've just been in my face all day. I mean, everywhere I turn. And they always want to pull the sexual harassment thing, but I don't know what's that about. But, if you show it, we gonna look. Point blank. I'm a man. I got hormones, testosterone, the whole nine. So, I mean, I ain't no pervert. I ain't gonna just stare, but I'm gonna, if you coming my way, all that is out. I mean, what you gonna do? I mean, I was in high school. I've grown up a little since then, but this is during high school, so remember that. But yeah. So I really don't have a problem with the principal's decisions. I didn't have a problem with it, and I was just thinking that black women were making a big outrageous thing about it. If the white girls want to wear that stuff, let them wear it. You ain't gotta do what the white girls want to do. I mean, look like a respectable black woman. That's how I see it. And I mean, it ain't like I didn't want to see that because I'm a man. It's two sides to it. It's two sides. At the same time, I'm saying that be respectable, but at the other time, it's like, okay, well, you can show a little skin, but I mean, I mean, I ain't seen nothing wrong with the principal's decision to like cut down on that, because some girls be coming through half naked and stuff, you know, wife beater with no bra on and shit. They knew that shit wasn't gonna fly. You know, Daisy Dukes and all that, and he just had to lay the law down. He was like, no! He was like, cut that shit out. And, you know, it was a white principal, and they thought he was being racist and being biased, you know, siding with the white kids, the white people, you know, but he wasn't. He was just protecting his neck. And principals make a lot of money, and he wanted to protect his pension. I mean, I ain't seen nothing wrong with it. I mean, now that I look at it. But back then, you know, I was just like, you know, so. Anyway, I just thought that, you know, that was a real, like, good decision on his part. He was protecting his neck. I mean, girls shouldn't be coming to school half naked anyway. That's what's the leading problems in school today. Boys fighting over bitches. I mean, girls, you know, that's the leading problem to these gang violences and stuff, you know, fighting over some girl that don't even want them. But that was just my take on it. You know, I thought about it at work today, and just wanted to share it with y'all. But y'all leave a comment, rate the video on how y'all feel about the school conduction and the dress rules and all that. I think they're fair, pretty much, you know, because you don't need to see all that. Young ladies, I mean, they minors. You don't need to see all that. But anyway, I'll get back to y'all later. Alright, one.